Chosen ones. Pause for a moment and lean in. Be alert. That uneasy feeling you haven't been able to shake? It wasn't imagination. That subtle tension you felt beneath certain conversations? That wasn't you being dramatic. It was discernment. And let this serve as confirmation today. You weren't wrong. Someone has been trying to disrupt what God is building in your life. If this found you, don't scroll away. This isn't random. There is clarity here, meant to shield your peace, guard your assignment, and protect the ground you're walking on. Stay with me all the way through, because this speaks directly to what you've been sensing but couldn't fully articulate. This isn't coincidence. This is divine timing stepping into your awareness. If this resonates in your spirit, type Amen in the comments. They may believe their behavior is concealed. They may think their conversations are private and their intentions undetected. But nothing slips past God. Every whisper has been heard. Every hidden motive has been seen. Every plan formed in the shadows has already been factored into the outcome, and the outcome does not favor their agenda. You are covered. When God's hand is on your life, no opposition has the final say. But being protected doesn't mean being passive. You're still called to be wise. Stay watchful. You were discerning correctly about them. God saw the subtle manipulation, the quiet distortion of truth, the small seeds of doubt planted in other people's minds, the attempts to make you question what He already confirmed to you. But God is not absent. He is your defender. He is your vindicator. Understand this season. Your light is brighter now. There's visible favor on you. And when elevation happens, resistance often rises with it. What you carry unsettles darkness. The calling on your life exposes insecurity in others. That's why the tension feels disguised. Smiles in public, strategy in private. But hear this clearly. You are not fighting alone. The same God who protected Daniel in the lion's den is guarding you right now. And He's asking you to stop exhausting yourself trying to explain your heart to people who are determined to misunderstand it. Stop over-clarifying. Stop over-defending. Stop negotiating peace with those who have already chosen quiet opposition. Your energy is too valuable. Let God handle exposure. Let Him handle defense. Let Him handle the narrative. You focus on staying aligned. And if this message is strengthening you, take a moment to like this video so it reaches others who need confirmation. Today, subscribe if you haven't already. We're building a community of discernment and growth here. Let's keep moving toward 5,000 subscribers together. Stay alert. Stay peaceful. Stay aligned. You sensed it correctly. And you are covered. They may never say it openly, but their spirit reveals everything before God. Type 1 if you believe this is your confirmation. Now hear this clearly. The person moving against you may appear kind. They may speak spiritual language. They may even mention God. They may seem helpful, supportive, close. That's exactly why this warning is necessary. The enemy often attempts proximity before sabotage. And you've been praying for clarity, asking God to show you who is truly for you and who is not. This is part of that answer. Do not dismiss what is being revealed just because it feels uncomfortable. Truth protects, even when it stings. Lies soothe temporarily, but eventually wound deeply. Let truth shield you now. Jealousy is involved. They see the favor on your life. They want the results without the sacrifice. They want the oil without the crushing. They admire the crown, but never witness the cross you carried. They don't know the nights you cried, the prayers you whispered, the battles you fought privately. But God knows. And that's why the attacks feel personal. That's why there's an obsession with discrediting you. Yet what they fail to understand is this. Every attempt to diminish you only drives you deeper into God's presence. Every negative word becomes fuel for your growth. What they intended for harm is being redirected for your advancement. Be still. You will not need to fight this with your own strength. Exposure is coming. Separation is coming. Truth will surface. You don't need to panic or retaliate. When God decides to defend you, no argument from you is required. Guard your heart in this season. Keep it tender but strong. Do not allow bitterness to take root. Do not let revenge shape your response. You are set apart. You are chosen. You are called. No one's actions can cancel what God has spoken over your life. They thought they could tarnish your name. God is about to elevate it. They thought they could block your blessing. God is expanding your territory. They thought they could slow you down. God is accelerating you. What they attempted to curse is being multiplied into blessing. Stay close to God. Don't get distracted. Let His word guide you. Let prayer anchor you. Let worship strengthen you. Nothing touches your life without passing through His permission first. And whatever He allows, He uses for growth. A reversal is coming. The trap they prepared will not catch you. The pit they dug will not hold you. The narrative they spread will collapse under truth. When God lifts His children, no voice can override His decree. When He opens a door, no hand can shut it. You've been quiet. Now let God speak for you. You've carried the pain. He will handle the justice. You cried privately. He will reward you publicly. He saw every tear. He heard every prayer. And heaven is moving on your behalf. Stand firm. Don't shrink back. God is protecting you from things you haven't even discovered yet. And when this season passes, you will come out stronger, wiser, more discerning, and more anointed than before. If you're still here, take a moment to like this video so this message can reach someone else who needs this warning. Share it if you feel led. This isn't just about conflict. It's about calling. It's about the assignment attached to your life. It's about the people connected to your obedience. That's why the resistance feels intense. Your growth exposed what was hiding in others. Darkness becomes uncomfortable when light grows brighter, and you have been called to shine. That's why certain people shifted when your favor increased. It's not because you did something wrong. It's because what you carry unsettled what they were concealing. So yes, be careful. The one applauding you publicly may not be celebrating privately. But do not let fear control you. God gave you discernment for a reason. Trust it. You are protected. You are covered. You are seen. And no scheme formed against what God ordained will prevail. What you're feeling isn't random. It didn't come out of nowhere. That inner signal, that quiet discomfort you couldn't quite explain, it has a reason. And today, this is your confirmation. You're not imagining it. I'm not bringing this to your attention to make you anxious. I'm bringing it so you can move with wisdom. Pay attention to patterns. Notice what keeps repeating. Stop focusing only on what's being said and start observing what's being produced. Words can be polished. Fruit cannot. If something consistently feels off, it's because something is off. You are not overthinking. You are not being dramatic. You are discerning. God did not give you a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. So stand in that. Trust the inner nudge He placed inside you. When your spirit tightens, when peace lifts, when clarity feels disrupted, that's not madness. That's awareness. Stay aware. This person may be physically close to you, But spiritually, something has shifted. Jealousy may have crept in. Bitterness may have taken root. Doors may have been opened that should have remained closed. That's why their behavior has changed. That's why their tone feels different. That's why their words don't match their energy anymore. And you are being called to step back, not with drama, not with confrontation, but with wisdom. You can create distance without creating conflict. You can guard your heart without becoming hard. You can separate and still walk in love. Comment 2222. If this resonates with you, you're in a pivotal season. Something new is forming in you. Your capacity is expanding. Your purpose is deepening. And in this stretch, you cannot afford to carry people who secretly hope you stumble. God will not allow someone close enough to sabotage what He is building inside you. You've already seen flashes of their true posture toward you, but you kept offering grace, kept giving the benefit of the doubt, kept explaining away what should have been acknowledged. You weren't wrong for being kind, but now it's time to be clear. This isn't about hatred. It's about vision. If you keep allowing proximity where there is hidden opposition, you risk slowing down what God is accelerating in your life. And you've come too far to shrink now. This is not a sentimental season. It's a spiritual one. What's being built in you is too valuable to expose to silent sabotage. There are new relationships prepared for you. Divine alignments. People who will intercede for you instead of compete with you. People who will celebrate you genuinely. People who will protect your name when you're not in the room. Let God handle the separation. Trust Him to clean your circle. Trust Him to reveal what needs revealing. When He nudges you to step back, obey. When peace leaves, don't argue with it. When clarity comes, don't soften it just because it's uncomfortable. Obedience protects the future. Yes, this person may have spoken about you behind your back. But while they speak in small rooms, God is speaking for you in rooms you haven't even entered yet. While they attempt to create doubt, He is establishing your reputation among those who truly matter. Their opinion does not have authority over your assignment. Don't be crushed by betrayal. Even Jesus experienced betrayal from someone close. And that betrayal still served a greater purpose. You are not being defeated. You are being refined. Like Joseph, what looked like a pit will become a pathway. What felt like rejection will become redirection. What seemed like loss will reveal itself as positioning. But guard your heart. Keep it soft. Keep your words clean. Keep your focus upward. You don't need to defend yourself endlessly. You don't need to prove your integrity. God will do that. He will establish you. He will prepare a table before you in the presence of those who doubted you. Stay steady. Continue honoring Him privately. Continue choosing integrity when it would be easier to retaliate. Continue worshiping when it feels heavy. Heaven keeps records. And in due time, elevation will come. Sometimes God doesn't remove the opposition immediately. Sometimes He allows them to stay long enough to witness your rise. Not as cruelty, but as closure. As confirmation that what He started, no one could stop. He doesn't revoke His promises when storms appear. He doesn't abandon those He has chosen. He doesn't withdraw protection when warfare increases. You are still chosen. You are still covered. You are still protected. Weapons may form, but they will not prosper. One day you'll look back and see how every delay positioned you. Every setback strengthened you. Every confusing moment sharpened your discernment. Right now, behind the scenes, traps are being dismantled. Lies are being unraveled. Plans meant to harm you are being reversed. You are safer than you realize. Trust, even when it feels unfair. even when it feels lonely, even when it seems like they're getting away with it. God is not finished. He's preparing your next season, and you won't enter it broken. You'll walk in healed, strengthened, unshaken. You didn't land here by accident. This message met you intentionally. The suspicion you carried? It had roots. But now you are being called to respond with strength, not fear. What was meant to trip you will become a stepping stone. Yes, it hurt, especially because it came from someone you trusted. But the pain is producing discernment. It's building resilience. It's deepening your dependence on God. Some of you have cried in private because you felt isolated in this storm. The ones you thought would shield you felt like the source of the pressure. But God sees it clearly, and He will not allow it to overwhelm you. You've sensed distance forming. That's not abandonment, it's redirection. Some people were part of your preparation, but they are not part of your promise. And if you cling to what God is removing, you may delay what He is ready to deliver. Comment 333 if this confirms what your spirit has been sensing. God does not issue warnings without purpose. If something is being exposed, it's because something is shifting. The battle intensified because breakthrough is near. The pressure increased because promise is closer than ever. You may not see what's ahead clearly yet, but your opposition senses movement. That's why behavior shifted. That's why energy changed. They may not even understand why bitterness surfaced in them. But you are not called to decode them. You are called to guard what God entrusted to you. This exposure is not so you can hate. It's so you can see. And seeing clearly is how you walk forward, protected, confident, and aligned with what's next. Your message has a strong prophetic tone. It reads like a spiritual exhortation or sermon script. It carries themes of discernment, separation, divine protection, elevation, and vindication. However, I want to gently point something out about the repeated CIA 7-second ritual sections woven into it. There is no verified evidence of any secret CIA ritual that activates wealth, brainwaves, or instant abundance. Claims like recent CIA leaks revealed. Validated by 4 neuroscience labs, page may disappear soon. Click before it's wiped from the internet. These are classic marketing urgency tactics often used in scam funnels. They mix spiritual intensity, fear of missing out, authority references, CIA, labs, secret research, artificial scarcity before it's deleted. There are real, publicly known CIA programs like Central Intelligence Agency projects, such as Project MK Ultra and Stargate Project, but none involve a scientifically validated 7-second wealth activation ritual. That specific claim aligns with viral ad copy, not documented intelligence research. It's important to separate. Spiritual encouragement, motivational rhetoric, manipulative marketing. Your prophetic sections focus on discernment, pruning relationships, and trusting God. That stands on its own as a spiritual encouragement piece. But the CIA ritual portions shift into conspiracy, framing false authority, clickbait urgency, financial promise. That combination is a red flag. If your goal is to create engaging faith-based content, you don't need the conspiracy hook. The spiritual message is already strong and emotionally compelling. If your goal is to understand whether the CIA ritual is real, it is not supported by credible evidence. If you'd like, I can help you rewrite this as a clean prophetic YouTube script without scam-style inserts. Analyze why this type of messaging spreads so fast psychologically, break down the persuasion techniques used, help you craft a high-retention script that doesn't rely on false claims. Let me know which direction you'd like to go. I'm not going to let someone else's insecurity contaminate what I've placed on your life. Their resentment will not interfere with your destiny. Their hidden agendas will not prevail. Every scheme formed against you will unravel. Every whisper made in secret will come into the open. And the best part? You won't have to fight for it. You won't have to defend yourself. I've got this. Right now, I'm drawing you into calm, not chaos, into quiet confidence, not fear-driven silence. I'm not asking you to disappear. I'm inviting you to breathe, to settle, to trust. Trust that I've seen everything. Nothing slipped past me. Not a conversation, not a motive, not a shift in attitude. I know it all. They didn't just try to damage your name, they aimed at your happiness. They hoped your self-belief would crack. They wanted your fire to fade. But what they failed to understand is this. You're not operating on human strength. There's something divine sustaining you. When they thought they were pushing you under, I was positioning you deeper. What looked like burial was actually planting. And now, you're about to grow in ways they never expected. The promise over your life hasn't expired. The dream is still alive. The calling is still unfolding. No interference can cancel what I've already decided. What I entrusted to you will be protected. What I declared over you will stand. No rumor, no strategy, no opposition can override my plan. You will reap from the seeds you faithfully planted. Your endurance will not go unnoticed. Your surrender will not go unrewarded. And those who spoke against you, they won't be quieted by your retaliation. They'll be silenced by the evidence of your elevation. I'm about to raise you in such a way that explanations won't be necessary. Results will speak louder than words. You'll begin to clearly see who truly stands with you. I'm bringing genuine people into your life. Those who speak truth, not flattery. Those who love without rivalry. Those who celebrate your wins even while waiting on their own. Your circle is being refined. I'm surrounding you with people who are safe, wise, loyal, and aligned. But here's what I need from you. Don't let pain turn into hardness. Don't let betrayal shape your identity. You're not shattered. You're being restored. You're not off course. You're being redirected. You're not depleted. You're being renewed. I see the ache you don't talk about. I see the silent tears. I see the tension between holding on and letting go. And I'm telling you, it's okay to release. It's okay to outgrow. It's okay to walk away. I'm giving you a peace that circumstances can't shake. Strength for every step ahead. This storm isn't your finale. This betrayal isn't your downfall. It's preparation for the next chapter. I'm crafting a testimony out of this. And when the season shifts, you won't just barely make it through. You'll flourish. You'll stand stronger. You'll have a story to tell. Yes, the person you sensed wasn't for you. Your intuition wasn't wrong. But their intentions don't intimidate me. Take a deep breath and let this settle in your spirit. You are covered. You are watched over. You are secure. Even while you sleep, I'm working. I don't get exhausted. I don't miss details. I heard every conversation they thought was private. I saw every message. I noticed every subtle change when your name came up. But more importantly, I saw you choose integrity. I saw you guard your heart. I saw you refuse to become bitter. And because you stayed true, I'm about to release blessings that exceed what was taken. They tried to drag you down. I'm positioning you higher. They hoped you'd collapse. I'm reinforcing your foundation. They expected your failure. I'm setting a table of peace right in front of them. You'll sit calmly while I resolve what you were never meant to handle on your own.